what? Are we knee deep now into WWE?
Oh, we are neck deep.
Neck deep. Nika jumped right in, everybody, and it's quicksand. I'm trying to rescue her, but she's falling too fast into it.
I got the ropes.
Well, the ropes have saved you, and they are saving us. We are definitely watching the wrestling these days and getting into it. I feel like it doesn't take much. But I will say, I do feel like the product has also improved since WrestleMania 41 aired. The weeks leading up to it, they just didn't land for me. They didn't hit like the old 2000s Raw. And I hadn't watched in a while. If you're new and just joining us for a wrestling segment, we just started watching the Royal Rumble in January. And I'm probably going to announce that for a while until I feel comfortable that we are like kind of caught up on recent history, because we're not. We're not caught up at all. Like, I'm slowly learning about the bloodlines. And then yesterday I started reading about Seth Rollins' career because I'm really in love with his performance on the mic these days. And I feel like he's a great villain for WWE right now. And he's elevating the whole product, believe it or not.
He is. And there's a lot going on with the WWE from back when you probably watched. The shows have expanded so much. There's so much other added shows to it. The minor leagues.
The biggest change. Leagues. Well, yeah. I was about to say the biggest change is the women's, and I still stand by that. The amount of women's matches and women just in the product in general. In fact, we were critical of the Saturday night main event promo leading into the event because up until like the night before, there was no women's match on the card. And we were like, what are you doing? You're on NBC. You're on national TV. You got to have some ladies in there. You got to showcase. And eventually. They did. So kudos, Triple H and Stephanie.
They listened to us.
It could have been one of those views. We noticed you guys like the wrestling content, and so do we. We're here to give it to you. Just our raw, natural reactions. But this is a little preview of SmackDown tomorrow night. Breaking news today. Cody Rhodes and John Cena are both going to be on SmackDown Friday night. Now, this isn't a match announcement or anything crazy like that, but who do you think is going to interrupt who, Nika? Who do you think is going to come out first, and who do you think is going to interrupt that person? Because I kind of feel like one of these two is going to interrupt the other one.
I think Rhodes will be on stage and Cena will interrupt.
You do. I kind of agree with you. I think they're going to flip the script. I think the American Nightmare is going to take the mic to open the show.
Yeah. And he's been absent for a minute, so I think that'll be a perfect time for him to shine again.
It is. And is there going to be any kind of event or match announced for Money in the Bank with these two? Or
well, did they qualify already, or they have to qualify?
Well, they don't. Maybe Cody will be announcing that he is going to try and get in Money in the Bank and get a title shot.
Okay.
I'm sure he wants his belt back. We saw last week Gunther certainly wants his belt back from Jey Uso. But I think they're going to this imagery sort of paints the picture that they're going to be feuding again for a minute and that this isn't over. Of course, we saw R-Truth sort of trying to reach down deep into John Cena's soul last time during the Saturday night main event match. That was short-lived, but R-Truth stands by it, that he thinks there is some old John Cena left inside there. When's The Rock going to come back? And is he possessing John Cena and making him evil? I mean, is that the angle they're going to take?
Maybe. I don't know.
It seems like it to me.
Maybe, yeah.
It seems like for whatever reason, John Cena sold his soul to The Rock for this WWE championship belt. And, well, Cody Rhodes is not having that, and he wants it back. Yeah. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night. But, hey, there's bigger fish to fry because we had two qualifying matches announced for Money in the Bank. Nika, are you ready?
Yeah, I see.
Well, we have the United States champion, Jacob Fatu, in a three-way qualifying match against Andrade?
Okay.
I'm still learning his name. And Carmelo Hayes. I have seen him performing on the show recently, so I think this is definitely going to go in Jacob Fatu's favor. He's
So
definitely
he will retain the belt.
well, he will retain the belt, but he will also
This is
get
the
into
belt
the
fight.
Money in the Bank qualifying match, which I think is going to be a 6-way ladder match that is going down on June 7th, everybody. So,
That'll be crowded.
oh yeah, it's going to be
That's
a
gonna be
this is going to be a crazy event. You know, I think there's only going to be a couple matches on this card because of the fact that there's going to be like 6 people in each match, and those tend to go a little bit longer.
No kidding.
So,
Everybody has to get a, part.
but Jacob Fatu is clearly the biggest star of these 3. And while I'm not taking anything away from Andrade, sorry, I haven't heard of you yet, and also Carmelo Hayes here, who I have seen, and he's okay, but Jacob Fatu is, being pushed right now by WWE. He's a belt holder, and it just makes more sense for him to be featured in this 6-way ladder match to me. I could be wrong, but I'm going with Jacob. And as you can see, we got a women's side of things to get to as well. And it is from left to right, Naomi, it is Jade Cargill, and it is Nia Jax, Nika. The Thunder from Down Under. And not the Australian kind, everybody.
I'm going with Jade.
Me
That's
too.
My girl.
I like Jade. The one thing I like about her the best is that
She
as
looks the part.
Female wrestler, she looks the part. She's got the guns, and
does.
she's damn proud of them too.
And she got great outfits too. So
Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from Naomi, and certainly not Nia Jax, but I feel like since we've been watching, and seeing her come out, we've just had instant appeal to her, and I think she would be a good person to be at the forefront of the women's brand with just her physique, and especially seeing like some of the up and comers, like they're gonna need more athletic women in general than what they have now, I think. And it's not to take anything away from the current product, but there's some up and comers that look like they are high flyers, and like they're gonna go ham.
I think Jade will be a villain too.
I think she would be a great villain but they got to put her over first.
They do.
She needs to. I don't think she's a superstar yet, and I think
she's been there for 2 years. Since
I know,
2023, so that's not long.
Right. So compared to some of these guys like Seth Rollins and stuff, it takes time. But at the same time, I would move her to the front of the list because of her physique and her looks. I'm not going to deny it.
Yeah.
And just the whole presentation, the whole total package. And she doesn't seem that bad on the mic. So let's give her some more opportunities.
Right.
I want to see her in that ladder match, though.
No, that's going to be... Ooh.
And whatnot. All right. And, by the way, everybody, I didn't grab a picture of it, but apparently Bianca Bel Air is also returning to SmackDown tomorrow night. So stay tuned for that. That is Jade Cargill's nemesis, I believe.
Oh, so
or is it Naomi from the... Naomi's the one that injured her.
Yeah.
But Naomi and Bianca are friends, so maybe Bianca's going to be dirty in this match because there's no disqualifications.
So she might interfere.
So who do you think,
braid.
knowing that, who do you think's going to win this match?
I'm going with Jade.
I'm going with Jade too. I think it's homerism. We're obviously Jade fans, but man, now that I know that Bianca's there, it makes me think her and Naomi are going to be up to something sneaky, and I just don't trust her. I don't trust her.
But I'm going with Jade.
All right, I'm going with Jade, and that's
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow night on SmackDown on USA. We're going to watch it, and we will be back here on Saturday with a little SmackDown report to let you know what happened and all the drama and shakeout from this week in WWE, and get you guys all set up for another week. It never stops rolling. It's like a soap opera.
I know, but it's fun.